Okay, family, let's talk about the most important position and the most important sport in the country. That's quarterbacks, y'all. I need my rock before we do anything else, Craig. I need my rock. Thank you, sir. There are some marquee players on the field this season, but several of them must win now. If not, their tenure with the team could come to an end. I'm going to give you all the top 5 quarterbacks who must win this year, starting with number 5, Kirk Cousins. Now, Kirk Cousins has done a phenomenal job making money, but in case you did not hear, his owner earlier this week deferred when asked about Kirk Cousins' future. He said, you know what? I'll defer to the general manager. How do you own the team and defer on the face of the franchise and his security with that team? That tells me, hey, Kirk, you got Justin Jefferson. You must win now. At number 4, Lamar Jackson. When he signed his contract, highest paid player in football. New offensive coordinator. Some phenomenal offensive weapons. The dude has 5 freaking former first-round picks at wide receiver. Lamar Jackson, you must win now. At number 3, Justin Herbert. Everybody knows and everybody continues to convince me how good Justin Herbert is. Last year, first-round pick, offensive tackle. This year, first-round pick, wide receiver. You add Kellen Moore, one of the most brilliant offensive minds in football. Justin Herbert, you must win now. At number 2, Justin Fields. Now remember, the Chicago Bears have the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft. It's the most prized commodity you could have. And they traded it away because they trusted Justin Fields. Well, now, Justin Fields, the time is yours. You must win now. And finally, at number 1, Russell Wilson. Remember what the Seattle Seahawks received in order to get Russell Wilson. Couple first-round picks. Well, Russell Wilson was so bad last year, Nathaniel Hackett, the head coach, got fired, and they had to recruit Sean Payton from the New Orleans Saints. Russell Wilson, you must win now. Those are the top 5 players that got to win right now. You can take the rock back as I head to the desk. Oh, come on now. You got to catch it now, Craig. You got to catch it now, Craig.
Aguilar.
Sitting here, Shady. Shady with the shade. Shady with the shade. Let's focus on the number 2 player because Jordan Schultz off camera has made some very bold comments, but rule of thumb on this show, we don't bring off-camera combos on camera without permission.
Unless you want to.
Unless you want us to.
Unless you want to.
So let's see, as I ask you, can Justin Fields be this year's Jalen Hurts? What I mean by that, take a tremendous jump.
Yes, he can. Justin Fields is the truth. Justin Fields has MVP talent. He was unbelievable at Ohio State. We saw him on QB1 Beyond the Lights coming out of, Gainesville, Georgia, small town. He has been that guy since he was a kid. He's always been the next proverbial great quarterback. Quincy Avery, who's been working with Justin Fields since he was a kid himself, said to me that Justin Fields in his 20-plus years is the only guy that absolutely demands to come in on off days and throw 5 days a week. He said so much so that he has to actually tell the guy, get out of the building. You need to rest. And Justin Fields wants it that badly, Acho. He wants that much to be the next great quarterback in Chicago. I believe he can get there. I believe this season, 3,000 rushing, 3,000 passing, 1,000 rushing, and 30-plus touchdowns.
Now, you do realize no other quarterback outside of Lamar Jackson has ever had 3,000 passing, 1,000 rushing. You think Justin Fields can do that?
I think you combine Justin Fields' talent and his work ethic. Coming in on off days, I know that sounds trite. That matters. DJ Moore is that much of a difference maker. They got him they traded at number 1.
Really good player.
They extend Cole Kmet. They've taken care of the offensive line. They're going to run the football. To me, the Chicago Bears they're pushing the playoffs this year, and Justin Fields asserts himself into that conversation that we had last year where we talked about Geno and Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones coming into that top 10 area. So when you ask me, does Justin Fields have that type of Jalen Hurts season? I think he can get there.
Shady, you've been very blunt about Justin Fields. I don't like to say you've been hard on somebody because if you're talking the truth, which you usually have been objectively factual on Justin Hurts, but you have been very blunt. Some people try to sugarcoat things. Nah, you straight cayenne pepper. Justin Fields, can he make a Jalen Hurts jump?
I think he'll have a good year. I'm not sure if the Jalen Hurts jump, that was a big jump. right? When Jalen Hurts, I mean, he took his team to the Super Bowl, right? He was an all-pro. He was second in MVP voting. So I don't know if he can make that adjustment or that jump. But I think he'll have a good year. They brought some pieces to him, right? They got some linemen. They gave him a wide receiver and DJ Moore, who's really, really good. But I got to see it, right? When you talk about Jalen Hurts, I mean, Jalen Hurts in his, 25 starts, he's had 300 yards passing 9 times. Mm-hmm. You look at 25 starts for Justin Fields, he has none. I didn't see him throw the ball. Running the ball is not as easy. I think he can do that very, very well at a high level. Yeah. Making guys miss, scoring touchdowns, plays are broken up, he can make the best of them. I didn't see him throw the ball all the time. Everybody talked about how, oh, man, he needs some wide receivers. Well, I know some wide receivers that played over there. I won't say names, and they were saying the same thing. We need a quarterback to throw us the ball. So I'm really watching his tape this year, and I'm really going to dissect his game. You talked about how good he was in high school and college. I can't think of a bad quarterback that played at Ohio State.
Yeah.
In the NFL or not in the NFL. They've all been good there.
College.
Right?
Yeah.
They all got great talent. Alabama and Ohio State, they have the most talent in the NFL. That's what it is. I didn't see that now. Now we're in this elite level where everybody's good. What's he going to do? And when you saying 3,000 yards passing and 1,000 yards rushing, that's like MVP talk. Mm-hmm. So unless you say he's an MVP, we got to see that. We got to see it.
Okay, this is a complicated answer because 3,000 passing yards, if he takes a step up passing the ball this year, that's doable. He passed for 2,242 yards last year. So if DJ Moore is that much of an influence and the offensive line is fixed and he can throw the ball the way that he was throwing it in college and the talent all comes together, I don't see why he couldn't hit 3,000 and close to 1,000 yards rushing. You would hope he needs to rush less.
What, he had 2,200 last year?
He had 2,200 passing yards, 1,143 rushing yards. So ideally, if the offense is balanced, because that did not work last year.
1,100 yards rushing last year.
Yeah, but he had to also.
I would like to see him modify a little bit.
He can't run that much. Like if they have that much rushing from him this year, they're going to end up in the exact same place that they were last year, which was 3-12. Maybe they win one more game. But that's not a sustainable offense. That's not going to work.
Why don't you think so? Because we've seen Lamar do it.
He ain't Lamar. Oof, really? What? You think he's Lamar Jackson?
You don't think he's capable of being that?
Well, I also think that the Ravens are a more talented team. Like the Ravens always have a defense. Like they have a Super Bowl winning coach. Like they're not the same organization here. Like the organization as a whole's got to crank it up as well. I don't. 3,000 passing yards is a big jump, but he's got to make that adjustments if he's going to stay in the league, to your point. Like, they've already said, we're committing to you, which I'm glad they did, and they moved off of that pick and gave him the vote of confidence that this is your team. There was a lot of questions about it, and he's going to put in the work, and we'll see. The reason I can't jump to Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts was all-pro last year.
Yeah, hard to do.
It's hard to do. Jalen Hurts took his team to a Super Bowl last year, which is exceptionally hard to do. Jalen Hurts was in the MVP conversation.
Jalen Hurts also.
Had he not gotten hurt, probably would have won the MVP.
Come on.
So that's a massive jump from 3-12 to being All-Pro, getting to a Super Bowl, winning the NFC, and being in the MVP conversation.
Fields has the talent, the mindset. I believe Eberflus is going to help him a lot. You're two.
Can I get one?
You're two.
Get a 30
I love me some Matt Eberflus as a defensive mind. Love him. He was recruiting me heavily when I was coming out of the draft. He played
Not an offensive guy.
He was a Cowboy. Well, if I have a young quarterback, particularly a young quarterback who's a runner, I don't know that I want a defensive-minded head coach, and here is why. Last year, Justin Fields was running for his life like Joy talked about. An offensive coach would be like, you know what? Hey, let's scale back there. This quarterback is the future of the franchise. Eberflus, y'all know defensive coaches. We don't wear red jerseys. We don't protect guys. Eberflus was like, have at it. I read earlier today, Justin Fields, I believe he's going to take snaps with the ones this preseason game opener. I'm thinking to myself, you shouldn't be doing that.
No, I agree.
These other quarterbacks, well, the only reson I'm saying you shouldn't be doing that is because Justin Fields is the Chicago Bears.
No, he's not.
He has to be.
No, he's not.
He's a quarterback,
No, he's
Shady.
not. Listen. When a coach makes the quarterback play in the first preseason game, it's for a reason. We need to see some more. We need to see.
Agreed.
We need to get some reps at it. And I think he's young. He's still young. I mean, there's games we threw for 60 yards. I'm not against that.
That didn't happen.
But time out. It did. But that's my thing. There's nothing wrong with playing a preseason game. He needs it. He needs the reps. He's young.
I don't have a problem with him playing.
And real quick, y'all brought up Lamar Jackson, which I was trying to chill, but I couldn't. Not only did Lamar Jackson, go for 3,000 yards and 4,000 yards rushing, but he won 13 games that year. He's second behind Patrick Mahomes in winning percentage.
Here is why I brought
crazy talking about Lamar now.
We have to establish collectively, as a TV sports viewing universe, how talented is Justin Fields. I believe Justin Fields is more talented than Jalen Hurts if you're just talking about physical attributes. If you're just talking about physical attributes, I think Justin Fields rivals Lamar Jackson. The reason I say that.
Like running and jumping, you mean? Like just running and jumping?
Running, jumping, throwing ability, all like physical attributes. The reason I say that.
Lamar Jackson won a Heisman.
I agree with that.
This shit takes so I won't kill you.
Lamar Jackson did, in fact, win a Heisman. But as you brought up yesterday, and I knew it already because I studied college football, Justin Fields had 40 passing touchdowns and only 4 interceptions, if I am not mistaken.
He had 41 and 3.
Had 41 passing touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
They all do great at Ohio State.
That is fair.
They all play great at Ohio State.
That is fair. Okay. But Justin Fields has been universally talented. He was drafted higher than both of the quarterbacks that we have mentioned. I only say that to say where you are drafted is typically a conversation of talent, not execution. Donnie Manziel has a documentary that proves that out. So, if Justin Fields is that talented, now I just need to see him do it, because it is not far-fetched to say that Justin Fields is just as talented as Lamar Hurts.
I think it is, because we haven't seen that yet in the NFL. Lamar is better than him in college also.
Close.
No. It's close. It's very close.
No, it's not close.
I don't think it's close.
Close.
I don't think it's close.
41 touchdowns.
I don't think it's close if you win a Heisman.
But just because you win a Heisman doesn't necessarily mean that you win.
First of all, it means you're the best player in college football, for one. And two is, when you look at the Louisville freaking team compared to Ohio State's players, what are we talking about?
You know what it is?
Bubble screens, he goes 2 yards, he's going for 60.
I don't want to jump on Justin Fields here.
Jalen doesn't believe in the guy.
I'm about to be done.
No. Because here's what we're doing. This is why we're getting crazy. I'm trying to reel back in, Shady. I'm not trying to dump on Justin Fields. I actually think he's going to be a lot better this year, and I think he is talented. And I like Justin Fields. I'm glad they stuck with him. But can we just leave Lamar out of it?
Yeah.
Let's just
be realistic. That's all. Just be realistic.
Remove the only unanimous MVP that plays the same position that he does, that won the Heisman and that won 13 games, and then let's just put him over here.
Put him over there.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Acho,
no.
Shady doesn't believe in Justin Fields. That's the problem, and that's where you're wrong.
I don't believe
he has the talent, the mindset, and most important.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down for the viewers. All right.
Slow down.
So it's not that I don't like Justin Fields.
You don't believe in him.
Well, I haven't seen it, because you haven't seen it.
We saw last year a dude that had something. We saw it.
Speed, elusiveness. Yes, I've seen that. You didn't see him throw the ball well last year, did you?
I didn't.
Did you see that?
I'm not a quarterback guru.
Okay, how about another thing about Justin Fields is, like, if we talk about how much he runs and all that, about the defensive coaches, but if you really watch, a lot of them long runs or passes.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Scrambling. He gone to the crib.
But that goes back to him not having the reps yet to understand when to stay in the pocket.
Cosign.
Jalen Hurts did the same thing earlier.
I'm with you on that.
Jalen Hurts did the same stuff earlier.
Here's why I will not put them to the side. Because at the end of the day, if Justin Fields does not have the talent, it's a wasteless conversation. If he doesn't have the talent, then it does not matter how hard he works, how much he tries.
He is talented.
This isn't a participation
But when we're doing
trophy.
comparisons here, like Lamar Jackson was the unanimous MVP. He has the second best regular season winning percentage. Only to Patrick Mahomes, right, who is the consensus best player in the league. He won a Heisman. Let's just put him over here. Jalen Hurts in his second year threw for over 3,000 yards, had 16 passing touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and ran for an additional 784 yards. That was his second year. And they went to the playoffs. So obviously there's a lot of talent there also, but I don't care. He was playing the quarterback position. So I love the raw material that Justin Fields has, and I think he is talented. But this is the year to go put it all together.
You gotta see it.
I don't want to put Jalen Hurts in the same category as Justin Fields, and I don't want to put Lamar Jackson in the same category as Justin Fields.
But that wasn't the question.
The question was, can he be this year's Jalen Hurts?
Right. So we're saying
what I'm saying, though, Shady, is in order to be somebody, in order to be something, Joy, you ran track. First and foremost, do you have the speed to run sub 11 seconds in the 100 as a woman? Like, do you just have the talent to do it? I don't care about all your block start. I don't care about your finish. I don't care about nothing.
Yes.
Do you have the talent? So the reason I'm trying to establish Justin Fields' talent level is because for us to have a meaningful conversation, there has to be established, does Justin Fields even have 11-6 talent?
But talent is so much more than just raw physical ability.
It is.
It's so much more than
It is.
speed.
But it's
so much
first.
more than hands.
It is.
It's vision. It's understanding the game of football,
But
which
first,
is moving at all
cosign.
times. It's being able to read defenses. It's wanting to know to bail out of the pocket. It's
have y'all seen that?
understanding the
What she
play.
just said?
It's delivering.
Y'all haven't seen that.
reminding windows.
Everything she said, y'all haven't seen
all of
that
is
last year.
But the quarterback raw material and physical ability and speed and running ability and all of that, that's one part of talent.
Yes, but to me, that is the ticket to just get into the door. Like, for example,
We established that.
That's
Right.
what I'm getting at. Is like I tell people all the time, I was a really smart football player. I did not have the physical talent to guard Shady McCoy more often than not. I could guess right because I knew how he would stem you for an out-breaking route or line you up for an in-breaking route. So I could guess right, but I just did not have the talent to enter into the conversation for that. So I'm trying to establish with Justin Fields, does he have the talent to 5? Just off rip, does he have the talent?
I just asked because I'm about to be done with this topic.
We're all done with it,
y'all doing
honestly.
it. But when you say talent, I'm talking to you two. When y'all talk about talent, y'all keep talking about, is it more of the running ability or is it more of him throwing talent? I'm just trying to figure that out. So I know for my notes.
I think we've established definitively that Justin Fields has the running talent. I think there's no question about that.
I'm on board for that. You on board? We're on board for that.
The physical tools, the size, the arm strength.
No. Just we know he's the running.
Thank you. Come
We're
on.
The arm strength.
You be good in court.
Yes, very good. Very good. But we're
I'm a
asking
litigator.
about the throwing.
He has it, yes.
Have you seen that last year?
Pockets of it. We saw glimpses.
Not in the pocket.
They didn't surround him with enough. That's why they brought in DJ Moore.
Okay, so we gonna wait. That's everything
But I'm
saying.
predicting, if this is a prediction,
okay.
if we're in Vegas right now and we're the over-under, all that, I'm predicting that Chicago's going to be a lot better, with the main reason being
Well, can we make
Justin
a bet?
Fields' growth.
Since we got Jay Money here, can we make a bet or a prediction right now?
Yes.
A dinner between us? What you want to
Yes.
do? So let's go with wins and let's go with yards.
All right, I'm going to say.
You're gonna piss me off.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
say- I'm
Hey,
gonna
let's
say
document this,
9
Darnell,
plus
please.
wins.
Let's document
9 plus wins. No, I'm putting it down.
9 wins.
9 plus.
Wow.
You win the division? Okay, go ahead.
9 wins.
9 wins.
9 wins.
9 wins.
So you're borderline playoff.
Yep.
I'm going to say over 3,800 total yards.
That's good. That's
Okay, that's not bad.
And
300.
Over 3,800 total yards?
total yards.
Rushing in.
Total.
Yeah, so 800 rushing,
Passing.
3,000
Right.
passing.
And over 27 touchdowns.
Total.
Okay, total.
Now what's the bet? I don't like all this talk. What's the bet?
So there's 3
Ask
bets.
him. I'm good.
No, there's
I'm
three.
confident.
I just need it. Whoever wins 2 out of 3.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
So it's 2 out of 3.
Hey, to win a division or no? Do you want to
No,
bet that?
I'm not.
Okay.
But 9 wins.
Okay.
If they win
America, we doing dinner? What we doing?
Where we at?
dinner, steak dinner, I don't eat meat, but I'll buy you a steak dinner.
Little
Last
wine
question
before
vino,
we sign a
little
deal.
cab.
Before we shake on it, can I bring the homies or a date?
No, a date, a double
One
date,
person.
because honestly, my wife will love your enthusiasm for the game of football.
I'll bring her some eye candy. She'll like my date.
Bring some eye candy.
Deal.
All right, Dave, we got some. Let's speak.
We got some.
There
We
it
got
is.
some. Y'all
2 out of
heard it
3.
here first. Hold these two accountable.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.